Here is 1 tablespoon of ground roasted coffee. I first put in a few drops of freshly boiled hot water to help keep the coffee grounds in place when I pour the next increments of hot water. Now, my interest here is what happens when I pour in the hot water. What happens to temperature? Freshly boiled water. And this thermometer was checked just a few minutes ago, and apparently it's only at about 160 degrees, or at least that's what it's showing. $160, and it takes only a very short time for that temperature to drop to much less. Let's see if we can straighten out the view. In about 15 or 20 seconds is all it takes for the temperature to drop to 140 degrees Fahrenheit or a little bit below. The hot water is still being kept at a boil, so it's about 212 degrees Fahrenheit or maybe 210 degrees Fahrenheit. Yet, upon pouring into the filter with the coffee grounds, the temperature very quickly goes to 160 degrees Fahrenheit and begins dropping down toward 140 degrees or even less as I let the water flow through. At this point, I've been passing several small increments of boiling water into the filter paper with the grounds. I haven't recorded all of that because it would just take up time unnecessarily. But in all of these increments, the temperature, even though freshly boiled water was poured in, the temperature started at about 160 degrees and dropped down to 140 degrees in several seconds while each increment of water goes through. I have a way of nudging some of the water out through the filter paper and into the funnel to more easily get that water out of the grinds. The finished brew is usually between 6 and 7 fluid ounces when I do it that way.